Alright. Let's do this. This fucking thing's falling off. It's not intentional. It was a fucking misprint. Which is why I have this thing! It finally arrived! After like 3 attempts to get this thing, and 2 refunds later, I finally got it! It's right here! It's right here! Finally! I'm gonna go put it on right now. Now! Yes! I can finally do this properly! And no more having to fucking pretend I'm related to this thing! Woo! Let's start this off properly. What's up, docs? I'm the Pillbug, and welcome back to Friendsim. We're moving on to Volume 6 of Text and Envy Green. So, like, I'm guessing that the text is for her because she's into Jade Bloods, and Envy is because of these two. Alright. The camera's a little fucky. I tried messing with it. Still trying to mess with it because I want to make this visible while I'm still making most of my face visible. I don't think that's going to happen. At least not without, like, a lot of readjusting of the desk entirely, but we'll roll with it. Armed with your fresh heaps of hard-won cultural knowledge, you continue on your journey. Troll life sure is complicated, not to mention troll romance. You really aren't interested in getting into all of that. Your life is complicated enough, and adding an additional level of angst on top of that does not sound ideal. Friendship is about all you can handle right now. And boy, do you love to handle it. Just get your fingertips all up in there and squish that shit around. And, well, I guess we're gonna move on to Elwurd. I don't know what pun to make about shit, but I guess taste? I don't know. Not that that sentence went completely off the rails. I'm not saying that because she likes Jade Bloods, her taste is shit. It's more like unrealistic. You'll see in the route. Let's just watch. You're ready to meet someone new, but you have no idea where to go. You're kind of hoping you'll just bump into someone. And just so have it right there, I was about to say. But I also completely forgot to mention something before I entered the route. I meant to say that before clicking on her icon. But as I was... You know how sometimes I'd have to replace the music for certain routes because fucking OBS decided to stop recording the desktop audio as I mentioned in Bronya's route? That's also related, you'll see. But I discovered it was while I was still playing Pester Quest before I decided to just do this first instead. But you know Vriska's music? Well, you'll see. Just give me a second. While you're thinking it, you do. You bump into someone. The troll takes a step back to look at you, eyebrows lifted in surprise while you sputter apologies. Then you notice the color of the symbol on her shirt, and your blood turns to ice. Oh yeah. Given that you've picked up about troll society, she'd probably be well within her rights to attack you, or at least treat you with some very hurtful insults. They have the same music. The exact same music. I saw this in the comments of Vriska's video, saying, oh, she's the Thief of Light, so it makes sense that she would have someone else's music. And I was like, what? And further down the music, I noticed that it was for Elwurd's. So I checked, and here we are. My god. I imagine... My god. I don't know why or how that's a thing, but it's a thing. I want to try giving her like a little bit of a Marceline impression. But I don't know how to do it without... Because when it comes to impressions, like, I usually take a few tries to do it, and I usually do it when I'm like, I know I'm not being looked at, so it might take me a few tries to do it on camera. The same thing happened with Vicair with the whole fucking, like, the announcer voice. Tally-ho! Oh, right on the field, right there. Oh, I think his ankle's broken. Like, I could do that just fine, but for some reason during his route, I couldn't do it because I was self-conscious because that fucking blue light on my camera's on. I don't know. So just give me a few seconds. I'll actually try and cut out, like, the bits where I try to do an impression of Marceline. Just, give me a second. I need to find some voice clips of Marceline. Well, hey there, little buddy. You look kinda lost. Everything okay? Huh? That's a lot friendlier than you were expected. I gotta stop messing with the mic boom arm as well. I have a bad habit of doing that. It always shows up in the audio. Well, that said, the troll's look is intimidating. She's smiling at you, but the leather jacket and undercut makes you think you shouldn't fuck with her. They also look really dope. Why would you use slang in this fucking situation? Like, maybe this is someone whose name would look really nice in your address book. Look, you know you've been pretty non-discriminating with your friends' taste so far. You're grateful for every taste of affection thrown your way, but you can admit you've barked up the friendship tree for some real weirdos. Ooh, excuse me. But this time, you really want to be friends with this girl. In fact, it feels like yearning her approval might even raise your opinion of yourself. Or your social cash. She's just, like, seriously cool. You tell her you are lost, not that you have anywhere to be. Just seeing where the night goes, huh? Been there. I could tell you some stories. Oh, man. I don't want to be rude, but you're an alien, right? You confirm. That is one of the few solid facts you know, and you're going to hang on to that with both hands. While they're still your hands, and not your grab pods or your gesture appendages or whatever. Neat. You can call me Elwurd, by the way. I bet you have all kinds of alien stories. You want to hang out with me? I know a place near here to grab a drink if you want. Does she mean platonically, or is she asking you out? It's really hard to tell. She's so cool and disaffected. If that was a date suggestion, she's gotta be the smoothest motherfucker around. You're kind of hoping she just wanted to get to know you better. She's beautiful, but it seems like going on a date with her would be a lot of pressure. Mostly, you just really want to like her. She brushes a piece of lint off her jacket, and you, in your desperation for attention grows, you say yes. Aw, yeah. Alien time. Let's go. Wait. Wait? Come on, can't you even just go hang out with someone without some kind of whole rigmarole? Are you fated to always be bombarded with branching choices, choosing randomly between fates that almost always seem to end in some kind of violence? I mean, that's accurate. Have you seen what happened with fucking Zebra? There's actually two places we could go. You want to try the closer place or the farther place? Fine. Fine. You'll make another choice. You've gotta be fucking with me. Alright, fine. We'll do it your way. Wait, which... I'm always picky about it. I really gotta stop being so goddamn picky. I say as I be more picky. Okay. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch the tiger by the toe. If he yells on the go, eeny, meeny, miny, mo, this one. I don't know which one's gonna do what in this case, so I'm just gonna choose the one that I think would be better. You don't want to wait any longer than necessary for what delectable friendship. You tell her you can take the closest place she knows. It turns out to be pretty close. She crosses the street and takes you down a flight of stairs into a little underground bar. When you walk in the door, you're ready to do some befriending, but Elwurd seems distracted. You follow her gaze and see another cerulean symbol troll girl with a buzz cut and a snakebite piercing sitting alone in a bar stool. As you watch, the other trolls look over at Elwurd and give her a little smile. You clear your throat and Elwurd seems to abruptly remember your presence. Well, we've arrived. The hangout place. You can take it from here, right? I gotta go. I got no words. I got no words. Let's just move on. I saved. It'll be fine. Let's just choose the farthest place and not freak out. You tell her you're in no rush and the farther place is fine. She takes off in the same direction she was walking before you bumped her. You follow behind, trying to act like you totally belong here, next to this genuine troll babe. You walk next to the cool people all the time. It's practically a hobby. After a couple blocks, though, she stops short. You're narrowly avoiding bumping into her again. She fishes her palm husk out of her pocket, and you can see that it's vibrating noisily. She looks at the screen and theatrically rolls her eyes. Ugh. This is so annoying. I'm sorry, like, there's just this thing I have to deal with, I guess. I swear to fuck. She just wants an excuse to see me. It's like transparently obvious. Like how she keeps flirting with all my friends too. Or just magically showing up to places we used to go together. It's honestly kind of pathetic. Like, you're trying so hard to make it seem like you're over me and it just shows you aren't. Lamau. You know what I mean. Why does that give me Sarava vibes? It's not supposed to be Sarava, I don't think. You may not understand the specifics, but it's clear that she's including you in some kind of social situation she's dealing with. Wow, that's what you do when you're already friends with someone. You basically just skip to the front of the line. You nod and look sympathetic. You totally get it, you tell her. You have an ex like that too. Who is she even trying to fool? Of all the times for me to have a runny nose. Not runny, but stuffy. I hate breathing through my mouth. Right? It's like embarrassing that we even dated. We were totally gonna request some combat assignments on the same ship too. So dumb. Anyway, sorry, but I gotta go back to my hive. She just keeps bugging me about some shit she left there. I keep telling her I don't even think it's even there, but she says she has all her belongings itemized or something. Shake my head. Such a dork. I'm like the best thing that has ever happened to her. You keep nodding vigorously. Your neck is starting to hurt from all the nodding. You tell Elwurd that she's obviously too good for whoever this girl is. I know who it is. And you'll see in a minute why I say her taste is very unrealistic. I mean, I know, but I gotta deal with her shit anyways. Anyway, sorry, it's literally so dumb, but do you mind if we just swing over to my hive on our way out? It won't take long. She's like terminally punctual. Lamau, she's already sent me her ETA on Gorgle Maps. What the fuck is Gorgle Maps? It's like Google. This is a real softball. No need to agonize over this decision. You tell her you don't mind at all. She starts to head off, but then she stops and looks at you. Her brow furrows. Huh. You know, for an extra alternate, you're kind of cute. Oh, geez. You start to feel flustered and she peers at you more closely. Are you going to have to make it clear once again that you're only interested in friendship? I'm getting an idea. My ex thinks she's so cool because she's a J-blood and they act like a sacred duty or whatever. She makes a complicated motion with her hands. From context, you gather that this is the troll version of a jerking off gesture. You'll file away the implications of that one to consider at a later time. But she's probably never met an alien before. Definitely never dated one. Do you think we could pretend to be a thing? Like Red ROM. Just until she goes away? She'll fully shit herself, I swear. Just, don't fall in love with me, kid. Just kidding. Really, don't though. Your heart is beating at an unusual rate, and not even because of fear this time. Fake dating again? Do trolls do this a lot? There must be some cultural context that makes them turn to a fake relationship for security. On the one hand, you're an experienced fake dater by now. Elwurd would check your references. On the other hand, you know how this ends. You know this ends with you falling in love with her later. There's literally no fake dating situation that has ever ended differently. The last fake relationship you did agonizingly circle into the rim of romance before falling out and into your hands for a sick friendship rebound. But it was a close one. You might be a quarter of the way in love with her already. She looks like troll Natalie Dormer. It is definitely way too dangerous to say yes to this. Who the fuck is Natalie Dormer? I gotta Google this. Who is Natalie Dormer? An English actress, she received widespread praise for her portrayal of that character on the Showtime series and The Tudors for 2 Gemini Awards for the best performance by a leading actress in a drama series. What the hell is a Gemini Award? Either way, she's an actress, so that's all I need to know. Fake date. Fake date! What's the difference? What's the difference? Reader! God damn it! Fake date or fake date? Fake date, please. That sounds the most normal. I know this could probably turn into like the whole romance thing, I think. So I'm just gonna go with this to play it safe. And if I play it safe, I'm just gonna go scream in a pillow, I guess. I don't know. You say that could be cool. You say it super casually, like you pretend to be in relationships with aliens every day of your life. Elwurd grins, clearly pleased. You're sure this was the right choice? Then again, you thought that before, only to end up in terrifying, painful situations, but you're pretty confident this time it'll be fine. That's great. Thanks for doing me a solid. I'll owe you one. She shoots you with finger guns and winks. In what is now a deeply familiar story beat, Elwurd takes you back to her hive. It's pretty messy. You can understand why her ex would have a hard time finding something she left here. You don't see any signs of a lusus, but it's probably rude to ask about that, what with how often trolls and other animals are murdered in this society. You ask Elwurd if you should get your story straight, like, how did you meet? How long have you been dating? Who is the funny one? And who always gets to choose the food on date nights? Yeah, I got a 3,000 word backstory for us to memorize. I'll be quizzing you on my fave movies. JK. I'm not worried. Lol. We could just swing it. Oh, I think she's here anyway. Sure enough, you hear a crisp knock on the door. Elwurd leans against the nearest wall and crosses her arms over her chest, looking bored. Come on in, girl. There you are! Hey, Branya. Another troll enters the hive. Hey, wait a second! You know this one! This troll's already one of your friends! That might be a good thing, but it might also ruin your chances with the friend you're currently chasing. But maintaining your existing friendships is important too. You're going to have to find a way to balance this. He doesn't seem to have noticed it yet. Hello, Elwurd. We can make this the last time we have to see each other. If you would just hand over my favorite sweater. I don't have it. I don't know how many times I gotta tell you. It's very simple. 1. I was just wearing it over here when we broke up. 2. I keep careful track of all my belongings. 3. You think it's funny to antagonize me. All signs point to you having it. I don't want to fight again. Isn't it nicer if we collaborate? Who's fighting? I don't even remember what your sweater looks like. I don't really think about it. Or you. At all. Ever. Emotional dishonesty is a barrier to helpful communication. I'm not one of your little jades, but you have to listen to this crap. Okay, whatever. I'm not going to be dragged back into this. You're interrupting my date, Branya. Like, more like boring, yeah? Lamau. That was fucking weak, dude. I'm actually trying to hang out with someone who's not you right now. A real cutie. Oh, man. Oh, no. Elwurd makes a lazy gesture at you, as if to indicate that pointing you out to Branya is barely holding her interest. You look at Branya and try to smile. You lift your hand to a tentative wave. Hi, you say? Branya is taken aback. She looks back and forth between you and Elwurd a couple times, trying to make sense of the situation. You and Elwurd? Well, this is a surprise. I didn't know you were looking for a romantic connection. I could have introduced you to some of my other jades. Not that I mind that you're with Elwurd. I wish only the best for her and all that she does. Elwurd rolls her eyes theatrically. She looks back at you. You two know each other? She doesn't look happy about it. You remember that the reason she wanted a fake date with you in the first place was to hold your cool alien status on her ex's head. Branya already, you has undoubtedly taken some of the wind out of her sails. You have to do something to turn this around. You don't want to be rude to Branya, but surely just hyping Elwurd is safe. You tell Branya thanks for the offer, but you're happy with the choices you've made. She looks a little hurt, but quickly rebounds. Okay, before we continue, because I have no idea when this part of the route is going to end in a bad end. I don't know if it's going to be a bad end or not. I'm not sure. But look at that poster on the right. I believe that's a black ROM. Keep that in mind. Of course. I wouldn't tell you how to conduct your personal life. I'm really just here for my sweater. Can you get it, please, Elwurd? Nah, lol. You just lost it. Stop making excuses to come over here. This is getting pretty personal. You try to make yourself an... God damn it, I'm doing it again. You try to make yourself an... as unobtrusive as possible, pulling the collars of your... well, Dagora's robe up to the height of your face. Some might accuse you of manufacturing reasons to keep me coming over. By not giving it back. Lol. You're really trying to not be... What is Cortana barking at? I'll be right back. Well, I don't know what she's barking at, but... she'll probably stop soon. Until then, we're probably gonna have to deal with that. Okay, whatever. I'll just let you know if it turns up alright. Not alright. 1. You said that before you would never follow through. 2. You never contact me first. 3. You're obviously not motivated to find it. I want to settle this once and for all. It's time to resolve our conflict. Jeez. I didn't steal your fucking sweater. Look, I want to resolve this too, but now it just isn't a good time. Can't you just let me have some time with my new pal here? It does seem like a reasonable request. This may take longer than I would have liked. I suppose I could have leave it alone for now, but you can't just keep avoiding me forever. Not just about the sweater. I'm not doing that. Didn't you get enough of talking about our feelings when we were actually together? Why do we have to talk about them now? Let's talk about it later then. I'd rather leave my friend here out of it anyway. Her friend! Wow! You breathe a sigh of relief. You don't have so many friendships yet that you could stand to lose one. You can now listen to the rest of this conversation with a touch more ease. I'll come back when you're more available. Please try to work with me on this. Thank you. Branya makes her way out. Elwurd watches her leave, and then sags back against the wall, scowling. She seems to be in much lower spirits than she was earlier. Your heart aches. Friend or no, you want to see her cheer up again. You know what? She takes a deep breath and looks over to you. I do have her sweater. It's in the back of my closet. She starts laughing. You giggle a little too. What just happened here is an opening. You witness something revealing, and now Elwurd is in a vulnerable position. You don't want to push her or annoy her, but she did loop you into this, and you can't waste this opportunity. It might be worth it to take a risk. You say hesitantly that it seems like Branya was really desperate, like she's totally not over it. I know, right? I told you. You say that, also, it's okay not to be over it 100% yet, that even if a relationship was wrong, and you're way better off without it, sometimes you can still feel a little sad, and it's fine. In fact, you say it can make you seem emotionally deep in an extremely cool way. You give her a little smile. She smiles back. Thanks for saying that. You're really nice. You didn't have to do all that for me. I'm sorry for bringing you into this mess. Did you still want to get that drink? You're a good friend. Your heart overflows and you beam a brilliant smile at her. You feel the warm bloom of friendship opening in sweet petals in your heart. Friendship achieved! Oh. Oh! That actually led to the good end. I thought that would, lead to a bad end, because... Oh. Okay. I thought that would, lead to a bad end and then explain some stuff about how she wants, a black romance with a jade blood. No, that was the other thing. But because I don't want to actually see that, and I want y'all to actually buy the game or see the game for yourself, I'll just explain it here. Because I'm lame like that. Deal with it. This was so fucking unnecessary. I'm sorry. The reason why she was doing that with Branya in the first place was because she, Elwurd, wanted to try to date, quote, good girl Jade Bloods that she could then... Why am I holding this? That she could then turn bad. And she wanted to try and make that relationship into a black ROM. Like Kismesis, like the spade. Which is why she kept doing all that stuff with Branya, because she desperately, desperately wants to get a black relationship with her. Because she's just... she's thirsty. That's all I'm saying. Not that that's a bad thing. Just like, that's why she's doing this. Anyways, I'm going to leave this episode here. I hope y'all enjoyed this, and you know what? Actually, I'm curious. I might not be able to see these comments in the future because I'm trying to record multiple videos at once. But if y'all want to see me actually do all the bad ends, even after I get the victory, let me know down in the comments, because I really want to know. I never really bothered to ask anyone for this because I honestly, even if it's for opinions, I really don't like asking complete strangers for stuff because I fear that it might seem annoying. But this is a video, so who gives a shit? I'm gonna ask it because, let's be honest, it's just a question. It's just a request. It's not like I'm asking y'all to slit your throats and then fucking donate blood for a ritual or something. I'm just asking y'all to comment. So, I'm sorry. I just find it ridiculous that I kept finding it scary to actually ask for stuff at the end of this. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this episode. If you liked it, hit that like button down below, and I'll see you in the next episode, whatever the heck I make.